Isn't that like,
Yay.
yay, I like cheese. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see if I got the music set right. Hello and welcome to Morning Fuel. I am your host, John Bundy, and you are here because you believe in the power of the spoken word and its ability to change lives, and that by sharing our stories, we can help others to overcome challenges that they cannot overcome on their own. Whether it's a victory you need to win in business or in your own personal life, you understand that the answers can be found in listening to others who are willing to share their stories, knowing that their story ultimately doesn't belong to them. All right, today's guest, when asked what your favorite thing about your creative work, he said, many adventures, seeing news events in real time, telling stories through imagery. His method for keeping productive is to keep shooting for himself when he doesn't have any current assignments or work. His advice for others stepping out, aspiring to succeed, and achieving their dream is stick to it and don't give up. Please welcome to the show, portrait, editorial, and photojournalist, John Clark. What is happening, my friend?
Nothing much, John.
Brother.
How are you?
Doing good. Doing good. Well, like I was saying earlier, you are the first guest that I've had on for 2 podcasts. So cheers to that.
Yeah.
All right. Enjoy the, this is the Halloween episode. We're enjoying some spiced apple cider.
Whiskey.
Smells delicious.
It smells
a
like
little bit of whiskey. It's
all right,
delicious.
let's go.
All right, cheers.
We're going to do the whole thing? Or?
I don't know. I'm just going to take a sip. I'm going to enjoy it, my friend. All right. Well, good to have you here.
No, that's not bad at all.
No.
It's very, very
It's
light.
apple cider. It's yummy.
Oh, well,
apple
sorry,
cider with a little bit of a
going
bite.
for another shot.
A little bit of a bite. Mm-hmm. So, what's new?
Nothing much, really. Since the last time, I started freelancing for the Associated Press.
Right.
So
Now, you were looking for photo gigs, and
Yeah.
I think maybe you were just getting started with Daily Press?
No,
Was
I've been
that long
shooting
ago?
with them since 2017.
Okay. Yeah, so I had you
But
on,
I
I had you
haven't-
on end of 2019. So
Yeah, so I haven't shot anything for them since the pandemic started. So it's
Okay.
been, going on over almost 2 years since I've
Wow.
shot anything for the local paper. So
It seems like it was just like last week.
yeah, it does. They kept me busy that first 2 months of January 2020. So January and February before the pandemic. Man, I was
Right.
3 jobs a week.
Okay, so it was like
Yeah,
just nothing.
It was just it was busy, but then it just once March hit, it was Tribune, the Chicago Tribune is who owns the paper, who owns the Daily Press, the Virginia
So
Pilot,
it's not even a
and they cut
Virginia
the budget.
paper.
It's been like that since '86, since they. Okay. Yeah, so there was a family-owned paper back in the '80s, and so mid '80s they sold it to Tribune.
Oh, gotcha.
And then ever since. But Virginia Pilot had just been acquired just in the last couple of years.
What was it like working for the Daily Press?
It was interesting. It definitely gives you a good grounding of what the job is like, local news, some tight deadlines, but not as tight as the AP is. AP is even tighter.
All right, well, talk to us about the Associated Press. How long you been working with them?
So I was signed on in February of 2020, and I didn't get my first assignment from them until October of that year,
You signed on in February.
and didn't get an assignment until October.
Wow. Did you
Yeah.
think you were ever going to get an assignment?
I never thought I was. I was like, I'm not going to be on the books, and that's it. And because the staffer who's up in Richmond, his name is Steve Helber. That dude's a beast.
When it comes to what, photography?
He's
or-
all over. He's all over the state. He covers like Virginia, and it's only
Wow.
him.
Okay.
So I get when he's not there, or he's too busy, or he can't make it down here in time. That's when they send me. Or
Wow.
yeah.
What a gig to have like all of Virginia. So what is the Associated Press?
The Associated Press is one of the oldest wire services in the news agency. It started, I think, in the 1850s.
Okay.
It's a It was originally a group of 5 newspapers in New York City, and they would share news stories
Gotcha.
together.
So now it's worldwide.
Now it's the largest wire service in the world.
What is a wire service? I'm like a kindergartner. What is that? It was
Wire
just,
service
what it
is like
used to be.
Well, it's they don't send it to like just certain papers. They have like a whole network of newspapers that they
Gotcha.
send to, or people buy the images.
Okay.
So they're like, when it's like first, when you see pictures of a news story, it's usually AP or Reuters.
Okay.
They're going to be the ones that are going to be the first ones
Okay.
showing.
Cool. How do you feel being able to say that you work for the Associated Press?
It's kind of cool.
Is it prestigious? Is it kind of like one of those?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I try not to think of it as prestigious because I don't want to ever, to feel that way. I don't want to get an ego from it, from
So
working.
you can just say it's super cool.
It's a challenge,
Okay.
and I love the challenge. And it's always because it's got to be, you get on site and you got to have images sent in within the first couple minutes you're there.
Okay.
Yeah, so within.
That's kind of like they know that something's going on.
There's like you got to send something.
What is the? I mean, wow. So you're starting in with the Associated Press in really interesting times in the United States. So what has been your maybe the most memorable experience you've had?
So in Charlottesville just past year when they took down the statue of Robert E. Lee and of Stonewall Jackson, I was there on assignment for that,
wow.
covering that. So I got up at dark 30 in the morning, got to Charlottesville probably 5:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I was on until later that day, until the afternoon.
What did you see? What did you witness?
Nothing like crazy. Working for, it was just that the statue's coming down and everybody, a lot of local people that were happy that they were coming down.
Okay.
I think it was closure from the Unite the Right riot, I guess, or controversy or whatever you want to call that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that terrible day where that one girl died.
Mm-hmm.
So Heather Hayer.
Right.
So.
Right. What tell us another kind of memorable experience you've had.
I got so I was going to go do something else. This is my last assignment, and this was the Heritage High School shooting.
Okay.
So I'm in my driveway, and I'm about to go somewhere. I think because I do have a side job, and I was going to go see them and get some lunch on the way, and I get a call, and like, what are you doing? In my driveway. Why? What's up? I had my camera in the car with me, the Leica that I got.
Right.
It was a gift. So I had that in the car. I was going to take some pictures in the afternoon just for, giggles.
Mm-hmm.
Do it for myself. And yeah, they called me and said, I need you to head down to Newport News. At that time, I didn't even know where I was going.
Right.
And
Just
they
head that direction.
Yeah, just start moving.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, what's going on?
Is
He's
that
like,
usually how you get the gig or what?
No, usually when it comes to the statue coming down was, they already planned it. So I had like a day, 2 ahead
Right.
of getting it. But this one was a school shooting. So this was like spot news, what they call spot news.
Right. And this was just a couple weeks ago.
This was
month
September, last September.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is probably around the 22nd or 23rd. I can't remember exactly when.
Right.
Yeah, but you can. Yeah, AP's got my images up there.
Right.
So
you can actually go to the AP site and look up all these.
Yeah,
past
just
articles
look up
and
Heritage
whatnot.
High School,
wow.
and look up AP. Put that in the Google, and it'll pop up.
So going to these kind of controversial events or something dangerous that just happened like that, do you ever kind of have back of mind like, is there somebody else going to be popping out of a bush or coming? Is there something else going to happen here? Or
that depends on. I mean,
you're prior military, so you have some.
Yeah, I have some experience in that, but it really depends on the situation and I try to get like a security. If they don't give it to me, then I'm doing it on my own.
Okay, gotcha.
And I kind of give it from past experiences of like, what's the threat? I mean, if I need to put on body armor, I got it. So
Got you. Wow,
try not to. And mine's you won't know that I have it on. So
sure. It's
try to
funny to
conceal
have
it.
to think about. Like,
Yeah, being
there are
stateside.
a few professions that you
Yeah.
have to think about that sort
And
of
also
thing.
being stateside, and I got to wear, a helmet and body armor.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
it's been some situations where somewhat hairy, where I thought it might have the potential. That was so January of last year. Or was it this year?
January this year.
Yeah,
were
January
you up
this
there
year.
in DC?
January this year. No, this is Richmond for the lobby day. Yeah,
Okay.
so lobby day, I had to go up there, and might have been because the year prior
Has nothing to do with Hobby Lobby.
No. This had to do with Second Amendment stuff.
Okay.
So it was last in 2020. It was like this big event where they said 20,000 people showed up and all around, Capitol Square up in
Wow.
Richmond, and
Okay.
I would say there was probably more people,
Wow.
but
Both sides
no,
of the issue?
no, oh no, it was just one side, and everybody was carrying guns and had them.
Sure.
Yeah, it was people in body armor and stuff like that.
Wow. Did you think like something might go down there?
Yeah, a little
Sure,
bit.
a little bit,
Yeah,
right.
a little bit.
Right,
Well,
yeah,
but
wow.
then I didn't know it was all how the local law enforcement was going to react to it.
Okay, I got you.
And if something was going to do something stupid.
Sure.
So
Sure. Well, let's go back to like before all this
Okay.
and talk about kind of like the origin story of John Clark. Like, when did you know that you wanted to be a photojournalist or a photographer, or how did that start?
shoot, man, it's probably. I think I got my first camera when I was 14, and I think I was eighth grade.
Okay.
Eighth grade. It was for a Christmas present. It was just a point and shoot. I think it was a Minolta.
Who gave it to you?
My parents,
Okay.
my mother, she
Right.
gave it to me as a point and shoot film camera,
Okay.
and I still got one of the photos where I took from that camera.
Right.
At Beaver Dam Park up in Gloucester.
Okay.
So, yeah, and that's in the bottom of some lake right now because
You had mentioned that in the last
Yeah,
podcast I was
yeah,
listening to.
yeah,
so
it's
you
bottom,
were
yeah, it's at the
out there
bottom.
taking some pictures
pictures
in
with
like a
friend of
rubber
mine,
boat.
and like a pop up raft, blow up raft, and we went over a log and it blew it, and then that's where it's on the bottom. I know I can point out the lake to you, so I can drive by and there it is.
Right.
It's somewhere
So
in there.
when did you kind of catch the bug? It's like, okay, I might want to do this for a career, or
Catch the bug for the career. Yeah, I was probably around that age too. Where because I was looking at newspapers and looking at like Time magazine and looking at the stuff that's coming in, and I'm like, wow, that is so cool.
right.
That would be a great job. It's just
Right.
looking at that and then realizing when I'm taking pictures, it's like, well, mine doesn't look anything like that. So
Right. Yeah, there's something about, we do a lot of video, and we're using
Yeah.
an iPad and an iPhone currently.
yeah.
There's so much less depth.
There is
You
because
get-
of the sensor size of the.
Right. So when you have like a longer lens,
Yeah.
you can get more. Is that
it has
what it
nothing.
is,
It's just
or-
the size of it. You get the less depth of field.
Okay. Right,
So-
right. So always trying to figure that out. Like, why does my video not look as good?
Yeah, because of like if you're trying to get like the blurred out effects, then you're gonna have to get
Right.
like a bigger
Or some kind
sensor
of really cool filters
and a nice
or
lens.
something like
Yeah,
that.
so
Nice
I
lens.
would say probably. I don't know. You probably can do some good ones. You don't really need too much.
Okay.
You don't have to go crazy with
Right. I mean, I know.
not like a cinema camera or anything like that. So
Right, like a red camera or something like that.
yeah, you don't need that. That's nothing
No,
you
I'm
don't
not
need.
making a movie.
No, you're
Not
you'd
making
be
a movie.
fine with
Doing podcasts.
it's a podcast. So I don't know. You probably can go 4K 1080p.
Sure.
You'd be fine.
Very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. So then, years later, here you are working for the Associated Press.
Yeah.
What plans for the future? Do you have like your eyes set on now? It's like, wow, I'm working for the Associated Press. What else can I do? Are you thinking about stuff like that?
I don't really have that. I'm just trying to do right now is a focus on doing the best I can do
Okay.
at what I do.
Building your portfolio.
Yeah, building it and just doing every time I get an assignment and trying to nail it every time.
Right. Now, you had talked with me about, I think this is probably about around the same time we did the podcast, but
Mm-hmm.
about perhaps one day doing like a documentary. You got
It
you
has-
got those in your blood too.
I do have that. The documentary thing has always been the idea. It's just trying to figure out there's so many pathways on that, and it's picking the right one and
Sure.
doing like video. I mean, yeah, there's some similarities to but it's got to be really focused. And
Sure.
with my ADD brain,
Well, then you go,
it doesn't.
okay, you direct it, you produce it,
Yeah,
hire
but it's
somebody who's
still-
an excellent, videographer. And,
Yeah, I mean that's what I probably was going to do anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, my skills in videography, they definitely need to be improved.
And you let me know, man. You could give me like a day's notice, and I will narrate.
Yeah,
so
I
if
mean,
you want to do
that's,
anything
yeah,
like
because
that.
I definitely thought about that. I remember thinking when I first told you about it, I was in the car and I was like, John Bundy would be pretty good.
Yeah, we actually went to the site because you were going to do something on Guinea.
Yeah,
And there was that whole association down there
Yeah.
that's trying to preserve
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah. So I mean, it's just narrowing down that story, and then you got to find people who want to tell that story.
sure,
And that community is anybody who's like an outsider is
yeah,
get out of here.
yeah. You might be able to find some young guy that can
Yeah,
tell you
you
some
might be
information.
able to, but then they're like, "What are you going to use it for?" And blah blah blah, and
Right.
you know,
So secretive.
It's so they're so very tight knit.
Yeah.
You got to have a connection, so they don't trust you because they don't know who you are.
So again, I just want to hit on this again, like the future of Clark Media.
Yeah, I mean it's up in the air, really. Usually it's more. I like to do more portraits for commercial work. So
Because you do that as well. I mean, I've seen
Yeah.
some, like recently you had somebody do like a Halloween.
yeah,
the
it was
Purge
just
kind
for
of
it
thing.
was just something fun to do, and I've never seen the movies, and it was the model's idea
Right.
to have that done.
Yeah.
So-
and it's amazing because they could have had that done with a friend that just had an iPhone and it would look horrible, but you did it and you made it look.
I tried. It was
phenomenal.
definitely the thing. I did it, and
It was really dark.
It was dark, and and it was a challenge because I knew it was going to be because it's late at night
Right.
and the lighting's got to be. It's the only way it's going to work, and
Right.
or it's not. So, and it was like thinking on the fly. Where do I put stuff? Where do I put the lights? Because there was one of those photos that I got 4 lights
Okay.
lighting that whole scene,
Right. Right.
and it's just knowing where to put them.
color temperature? Do you get into that too?
Not really, because the cameras are really good at doing all that stuff. So you don't really. I mean, there's sometimes you got to tweak it, but not. I mean, not.
Sure.
I use like color temperature. I'll change it if I want it to look a certain way. I
Right.
don't use it to get it perfect for matching. So I will make it where it's it brings out colors
Gotcha.
and that's something I still gotta like always look back to and look at my notes and yeah, that does that. So
Right.
because I can't remember my
Oh, sure.
brain.
I mean, write it down so you don't have to remember, right?
Yeah, or know where to look it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Google it, Dr. Google. As a creative and as someone who has an entrepreneurial mind and business owner, what do you need? Like right now, what would be the thing that you go, okay, if I had more of this, then I could do more of what I do?
I guess it'd be clients. I don't have enough. There's not on.
And this is portraits.
Yeah, portraits and stuff like that. I mean, the journalism part, I know that's not going to be, that doesn't really pay the bills too much. I mean, unless I get like on staff,
Sure.
which I doubt that's going to happen.
So what type of clients are you looking for? What are your favorite clients to work with?
Well, I've never done any commercial work, and that's something I really want to get into. So
Okay.
is commercial working for businesses and stuff.
Okay. So, and that would be perhaps, well, like an example of that, like what, like
Advertising?
company portraits or you're talking
Like
about advertising?
Well, company portraits do that. I mean, I could do that too.
Okay.
But yeah, I like to do like more of an advertising
Very
deal.
cool. Because some of our listeners own businesses and
Yeah.
they're looking for a really good, I mean, they've tried to do it with their iPhone. Like
Yeah,
me.
but that's what because they're trying to, they're
Right.
trying to save money, and
Yeah.
I get it.
And then
I-
they wind up not getting more money in the future because of their horrible photography.
Well, of course. Yeah, but they.
Okay.
I mean, it's it's the whole like exposure bucks. I've done that where, hey, we'll pay you. It will. Give you exposure. And it's
Sure.
like,
Right. No. It's like,
no, I want to work for it, because
you make it look so easy though, John. So it probably
I
is
know,
not
so
that.
I can do it, right? I mean, it's
it's
it
the
takes
30 plus years of experience that you're paying. for.
Yeah, I guess it's getting close to that now.
Yeah.
I'd say 20. Well, hobby wise,
You're getting old,
yeah,
dude.
I'm
Just like me.
yeah. So I'm 41 now. So
Yeah.
I guess so. So
Yeah. Cool. Well, look, man. So how do folks how do they reach out to you? Where do
my
they go?
website,
Okay, so-
which would be www.clarkmedia, 1980.
1980 is when you were born.
.com. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I had to do that because there's another guy who sells stuff.
Okay, I got you.
He's like an
Clark
equipment.
Media.
Yeah, and he's Clark Media.
Okay.
And,
All right. So, then also, I guess it's the same Clark Media. You can find you on what, Facebook, Instagram?
Yeah.
Like that. LinkedIn as well?
LinkedIn, yeah, you can find me under John Clark under that.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah,
All right.
that's more of a personal type name, but I didn't want to put like a business thing. I just wanted to put me and then who owns it. Yeah, but yeah, John Clark is. Yeah, hopefully you can find me because of the name.
Yeah,
because I'm so common.
No. Right, no doubt. Well, brother, I appreciate you being on, man, and look forward to having you on again, hearing some stories next time.
Oh yeah.
So that's awesome, dude, and that's it.